The girl casually threw an embroidery needle. It actually split a single hair-thin thread into 268 strands. Even more astonishingly, those 268 fine strands were instantly threaded through 268 embroidery needles. Though this feat had already made everyone exclaim that it was impossible, what shocked them even more was that the girl then moved faster than a sewing machine and embroidered lifelike flowers. Even butterflies couldn't tell whether these flowers were real or fake. The grandmother looked at her granddaughter Bella, who had just been brought back from the countryside, her eyes filled with shock and admiration. Bella's masterful embroidery skills completely conquered her grandmother, the head of the embroidery family, but she also aroused the jealousy of her sister Sonia and brother David. David secretly sprinkled snake-attracting powder on Bella, hoping to lure poisonous snakes to bite her to death. However, when Bella saw the snakes, she remained perfectly calm. She calmly took out a musical instrument and began to play. The snakes astonishingly turned and attacked David and Sonia instead. Seeing the swarming snakes, the two siblings were terrified. They screamed and dodged in panic, and their cries brought the grandmother running. The siblings immediately complained to her, claiming that Bella had deliberately summoned the snakes to harm them. They demanded that Bella be expelled from the family. Bella pretended to be innocent and explained that the snakes were coming for her. She then guided her grandmother to notice the powder on David's hand, proving their plot and slander against Bella. The grandmother, enraged, slapped David across the face. To express her apology to Bella, the grandmother announced that the siblings would be whipped as punishment. But the two pleaded bitterly, and their mother also begged for mercy. Seeing that the grandmother was wavering, Bella realized that the grandmother was waiting for her to plead for them. If she ignored it, the grandmother would surely blame her for being heartless. So Bella reluctantly pleaded for her siblings. The grandmother took the opportunity to cancel the punishment and made the siblings apologize and thank Bella. Sonia appeared obedient on the surface, but deep inside, her hatred grew even stronger, and she began plotting something even more vicious. The World Embroidery Competition was to be held the next day. Bella's entry had long been completed. However, it was stolen that night by Sonia. Sonia put on the exquisitely embroidered dress and told everyone it was her own work. Bella angrily confronted her, but Sonia insisted it was hers. Bella then questioned her about the stitching methods and meanings on the dress. Sonia, who knew nothing about embroidery, couldn't answer at all. Bella then analyzed every stitch and thread on the garment. Her words were professional, her explanation fluent, and anyone could tell who the true creator was. But her whole family were blind fools. David backed Sonia with false testimony, claiming the dress was indeed made by her. Their mother and grandmother believed it. They even questioned Bella about where her own work was. Frustrated, Bella could only say she had lost it. Sonia took the chance to smear Bella, claiming she had lied about losing it because her skills weren't good enough. The grandmother was deeply disappointed in Bella. Bella looked at the smug Sonia and could only find it amusing. She had stolen Bella's dress, and now she would bear the consequences. The dress wasn't entirely finished. At the competition the next day, the first to perform was a foreign contestant using machine embroidery. He boasted that his stitches, lengths, and densities were perfectly uniform, claiming it to be flawless. He declared that machine embroidery would one day replace traditional hand embroidery. He even planned to apply for a patent, forcing Bella's country to pay royalties. But their embroidery techniques had originally been stolen from Bella's country. Bella would never allow thieves to suppress the original creators. So Bella pointed out that although machine embroidery had neat stitches and smooth lines, its patterns were coarse and lacked any spirit. Machine embroidery could never surpass hand embroidery. Next came Sonia's turn to present her work. When everyone saw the lifelike patterns and exquisite craftsmanship on the dress, the audience gasped in awe. Even the proud foreign contestants admitted their inferiority. However, just as Sonia was basking in pride, the back of the dress suddenly split open. This instantly gave the opponents something to mock. They sneered that no matter how beautiful the embroidery was, it was worthless if the quality failed. The grandmother felt utterly humiliated. She loudly demanded an explanation from Sonia. Panicking, Sonia blurted out, "This is Bella's work! I stole it!" But by then, the grandmother no longer believed her. She slapped Sonia hard across the face. Only then did the grandmother realize that her granddaughter had no integrity. Meanwhile, the opponents mocked the scandal of theft, ridiculing traditional embroidery as worthless trash. Just as the arrogant opponents thought their machine embroidery was sure to win, Bella shattered their illusion. Everyone turned their eyes to her. She appeared slowly, wearing an elegant traditional outfit. Bella looked like a goddess descended from the heavens. The embroidery on her attire was exquisite and full of of life. It instantly captured everyone's attention. Someone noticed that her clothing used a long-lost advanced embroidery technique. Almost no one in the world could perform it anymore. The crowd was full of admiration for Bella's work. Some even wanted to bid high prices for it. When someone offered $1 million, the grandmother hurriedly promoted her family's business, inviting everyone to visit their shop. Everyone praised the grandmother for having such an outstanding air. But the foreign contestant's face turned grim. He deliberately questioned the quality of Bella's garment. Bella calmly accepted the inspection. The opponent's model tugged at her clothing with all her strength, but it remained perfectly intact. As the opponent tried to damage it further, Bella made a forceful gesture, knocking the model to the ground.